Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, please abiding by AFTERBIRTH Plus. We're so close to greatness. Blue Baby, done. Is it really? It's Lilith and the Lost. Sing it with me if you know the words. Lilith! Okay, we're not gonna... I can't hit that note. That's an Elton John note specifically. He invented it, he can keep it. 7X, F8, 1D12. Hopefully, more like 0 D12s over the course of this, because I don't want to... I mean, it's not that bad, but it's a lot worse than Box of Friends. Anyway, the joke has now become reality, it's been over-explained, and now there's not much point to continuing with it, except that I can't stop. So you're not gonna love this. But to be honest, I think Shoop da Whoop, well, undoubtedly a lot less exciting than, like, the high-tier Box of Friends plays, is actually nearly a prerequisite choice here. You don't need it to win, but I think if you want to win, and you want to have a good chance to win, you need to take it over Box of Friends when you're given the option. But we'll see. If this was a boss rush specific run, obviously we'd feel a little bit differently about things. This is the room that annoys me as Lilith. Like, just impossible to hit these dudes. Okay. The complaints now should fall on deaf ears. Because we're starting to get a little... Oh, you walked into the fire. We're starting to get a little gas going here. The moon card. Probably take it early. You see that we have a bomb that we could take back here. This will be a great time for Small Rock. All we want to do is make this run so strong that it doesn't even matter that it's Lilith. That's my Lilith strategy, is just become so strong that we reach a point where we're like, okay, we could be any character now. Yeah, being able to take out half of a boss's HP early with default stats, I can live with that. I think that's where we want to be. I still think Box of Friends should just be able to be used like once every 2 rooms. It would make greed mode trivial. It would make boss rush hilarious. But, come on. What percentage of Isaac runs take place in greed mode versus the normal game? I want to be able to be better with Lilith. Well, why don't you practice? Get that slanderous accusation out of here, please. I don't practice. I'm the talent. I just show up, if you're lucky. What do you got for me here? Give me my seltzer! I don't know what seltzer is. I have a genuine question. It's been on my mind for a long time. What is the difference between seltzer and sparkling water? I do not know the answer. If seltzer is caloric, then why... What's the difference between seltzer and soda in that case? I don't know. It's like a sparkling juice or something? Instead of a formula cooked up in Dr. Pepsi's laboratory? Look. Incubus. I'm gonna need you to fire some shots dead ahead. Thank you, sir. Oh, this is okay. This is okay. Here's what you do. You sucker him in on this side, and then you go like this, and you go... Oh, it's beautiful. I do want to use the moon, but I think predominantly want to use it to also teleport out of a room I don't want to fight on, which is almost every room in the game where I don't have a Shoop da Whoop charge stored up right now. Shoop da Whoop, by the way, not exactly a 10 out of 10 item for dealing with, oh, careful. Not exactly a 10 out of 10 item for dealing with, Delirium, but I figured, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. At the present moment, I'm not really concerned about that. I'm more concerned with just making sure we can survive our early floors here. Spiders. I hate those filthy buggers. Is that Off-World Trading Company? Abe's Oddworld Off-World Trading? I think it is. Just like, I'm stalling for time from a commentary perspective here. Because I want this item room to provide me with any sort of DPS augmenter in the positive direction. Oh, it's an annoying room, but it is going to give us a full charge. So here's what happens. We got Brimstone on our last run, I think, right? That means we're guaranteed, via the laws of Isaac, to get it again on this run. Give me that on our deal with the devil. Then we got a rechargeable Shoop-de-Whoop, and we got a Shoop-de-Shoop-de-Whoop. His name is Shoop-de. I was gonna do a Humpty Dance reference, and I was like, I don't know any words in the Humpty Dance. Except when he goes, my name is Humpty. Spelled with an umpty. And I go, pretty good. Now I gotta work that into a PUBG video, because it sounds a little bit like suppy, and it sounds a little bit like umpy. It could work. I got an umpy. You know that it's suppy? Okay, well, you know, I'm not gonna drag the PUBG culture into this series as well. You're absolutely torched, my friend. Okay. Here we go. First off, slam the Red Bull. What do you got for me, sir? Something good. Succubus, that's lovely. Goat head, fantastic. Multi-dimensional baby, it's okay. And then Magic Scab to buff our HP as well. Judgment with a regular old Judgment. We're probably not going to have enough money to make that worthwhile, but, dude, this is pretty great. So we got a shop, an item room, an item. Yeah, that's, in Curse of the Blind, always a little scary because you never know what you're going to get there, but I think we should probably still go for it. On average, items tend to be good. Bobby Bob-omb, that is absolutely fine. Take it. Doctor's Remote. So it's not as good as Shoop-de-Whoop, which means we got a great opportunity to do something like this. Scorpio. It's okay. I see you back there. I'll spend a cent to get a Spirit Heart. That's fine by me. Let's get the heck out of town. I think we're good to go. I don't know, we're not good to go. That would be a classic mistake. What we actually want to do is go this way. Pop into this room, get 2 Guppy items. Okay. This is not 2 Guppy items. Let me teleport. 3 cents. I am a little tempted to play the Judgment. I feel like we might get lucky on this Judgment and maybe get more than we bargained for, but can't say that for certain just yet. 7 cents. I'd give us like a, let's say a 33 1/3 repeating, of course, chance to get a payout here. Half a Spirit Heart for 7 cents. You know, that's above market value, so you should consider yourself lucky. But we're out of here. And so is this coffee, because it's getting slammed. I always thought it would be a good gag if I said I was going to drink some coffee and then made a very non-coffee-ish sound in the background. Again, it's not really the same thing as humor to just explain a joke that you think would have been funny, but it's getting the job done right now. Like if I was like, oh, I'm just going to take a second to go slam this coffee. Good. I don't work for Looney Tunes. I don't make that sound on a regular basis. Cut me some slack. Or, you know, I'm just gonna go have some coffee, and then you heard the telltale sound of a bubbling water pipe in the background for tobacco use only. I'm just saying, it's a gag that in a more scripted format, it could work. So, because we have Goat Head, I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling stronger as a result of that, but because we have Goat Head, I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling like we got a pretty good chance to get to Delirium, because all we gotta do is get to Hush, beat Hush, and then beat Delirium. When you put it that way, it actually sounds kind of like a nightmare. Golden Key, actually very useful. I would just love the crap on this run. I would love for this to be like a 25-minute long Delirium run, but I will say I'm excited, because it's like the last Delirium run until we have to do Delirium as the Lost, which will probably take, you know, many opportunities, but we're definitely on the backstretch of, like, completion. Fruitcake. We have not had that in forever. And, I honestly forgot about it. What an interesting item that also occasionally is horrible. No consumable drop. Definitely a situation where we want to go to the shop because it could be the luck upgrades. And it wasn't. And we can't afford anything. But that's okay. Because we're already doing well. Don't take it yet. What do you got? Krampus. It's an okay floor for Krampus. Obviously, I'd prefer Lump of Coal. But it's an okay floor for Krampus one way or the other. Because we are going to get potentially something, and it was something good. Did I walk into a shot? I must have. We sped up a little bit. Our damage has improved, and we've gotten Krampus out of the situation. So I'm just gonna take a sip of this coffee. Woo woo! I'm telling you, it's gonna work. One of these days, it's gonna work. I'm not sweating getting hit that much either. Even though that sounds like it really should be something we worry about. We do have Cambion Conception. So if you want to get like as pedantic as humanly possible, probably the best thing for us to do would be to get hit exactly as many times as would leave us one hit away from death when we finish the Delirium fight. That way we will have gotten the best possible chance of getting Cambion Conception to pay out as many times as possible without leaving any latent behind. But in reality, that's stupid and impractical, and we would probably end up getting about, 20 losses for every one victory. What? My shots were not working for a second there, it felt like. I saw that there was that new tier effect in there, the brimstone shots. It's cool that those are like... Ooh, nice. Those also work with items that were added earlier. Clearly, the fruitcake just iterates over a collection and they add... Okay, DAE, etc. So you get the idea, is what I'm trying to say here. Thank you for the demon hearts. I'm just saying, good on you! Looks like, unless you hard-coded it in manually, you wrote good, maintainable code to the standards of the W3C. That is going to be a secret room. The secret room is going to contain enough money to make my wildest dreams come true, as long as my wildest dream is buying a single item from a shop. And I don't even really get to choose what item it is, but it's the little things. Hey! Easy there, big fella. Book of Secrets. There is a tinted rock. And we can afford to take pills for now. Oh, that's actually, like, pretty bad. Puberty. Not bad. What was bad was the fact that we didn't get a Spirit Heart. In fact, we didn't get a bomb either. Not that we need the bomb so specifically, but... you spend a bomb, you expect your worst payout to be a bomb and a key, or alternatively a golden chest you can't open. One of the two. Even our wildest dreams continue to grow beyond our, most strong ambitions. As long as our strong ambition is buying 2 items and a consumable from a shop. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Should have placed this further away so we could have gotten the golden heart. But to be honest, we have enough bombs that it's still a good trade, even if we could have done it better. Nice. And you. I think we should. Thank God we don't have Mr. Mega. That's always a little trickier. I guess we should have gotten the Tinted Rock, but I was just like 100% preoccupied with trying to make sure that this dude did not explode in the process. Small rock, please. We've been blowing up so many of these. Still, the HP is good. In theory, we shouldn't have taken it before the deal with the devil, but in practice, I really doubt it's going to matter all that much. Because we're already at 3 HP, if I remember correctly. Screw is a lovely item for us here. We're starting to get quite strong, actually. We will take Gimpy, and we will not take my Shadow, because I think that that item is not that good. If you take my Shadow, not something I want to see. If you take my Shadow. If we take the item, the run will be hard to... Okay, that's like about 1,000,000 more syllables than is necessary. Here's what you do. You Joker early. See if there's anything in here you truly want. You're going to say take Void, because obviously if you take Void, you can also have Shoop de Whoop. Yeah, once every 6 rooms. Sounds like a fun time. Compromise the main strength of this item. The reason we took Guppy's Hairball is the off chance that we'll become Guppy in the future, combined with the fact that our HP is still fine. But we're taking AWAS because AWAS gives us the ability to get out of the boss rush. So AWAS is like getting a free item, potentially. And we really should be making it in time down there. But it's not my intention to fight boss rush because of the fact that we got rid of Box of Friends, and that's kind of the collateral damage that we have to accept. We also probably don't need very much HP because of the fact that we have Gimpy and Good Luck, but hopefully we never have to put that into practice, to be honest with you. Now, I made that joke about ruining the value of Shoop the Whoop, and then from that point onwards, I have, like, not even touched it. So, let's stop making mistakes here. I think we've done very well in this round. I think we've made good decisions, and that's not something you can always say about my Isaac play. Getting rid of, Gimpy, please? That's fine. Getting rid of, Box of Friends early to take Shoop the Whoop. Oh my god, a second Incubus. I wouldn't say it's necessarily like, oh my god, what an amazing play. How did you know that that was going to be good? But it takes a certain je ne sais quoi to just immediately compromise the character. And the thing that everybody likes about the character in the interest of exclusively improving your chance of success, you know, not everybody's cut out for that kind of life. So a second Incubus is beautiful. And we can fight our first boss here. We don't want to fight our... well, Mom is the second boss. She's a named boss. We can use the name there. Let's fight boss number 1. The adversary. It's a good test. See how our run looks, because obviously, like... You know, Delirium, I would say, is a little bit harder than the adversary, but the adversary's got a little bit of danger associated with it as well. Picking up all the coins, because we want as many luck upgrades as possible. I feel like I'm saying this on every run now. We could really use the speed upgrade. Just like a lot of these runs, just a little bit slow. Please. Okay. Dude, I gotta admit, I actually am loving the fruitcake item. The ability for us... Not dead, huh? The ability for us to... many of these tier effects, I'm gonna distill it down to a more elegant phrase. Many of these tier effects, you only need them to happen once in order to get most of the value out of them. You don't need 80 Holy Light shots, you know? If you get one Holy Light shot, that's gonna give you like 90% of the effectiveness that you could get from Holy Light on every shot, because most enemies are going to die in one hit anyway. So, Fruitcake gives us almost the full effectiveness of a lot of these items. I'm extremely pleased to have it. Now, I'll feel a lot differently if we end up getting ourselves, you know, like, hurt as a result of Fire Mind or something like that, but I'm not sure this is the one that has Fire Mind. That might be $3 bill. That is looking at the top of the hill. Da, 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 da. Okay, no, but second Tinted Rock, sure. Wow, that's how you know a double Tinted Rock is so much better than a regular Tinted Rock. Here's my impression of a regular Tinted Rock. Have a bomb and a spirit heart. Here's my impression of a double Tinted Rock. Have a spirit heart and 2 bombs. 2 bombs! Man, I don't want to be seen as like a Mr. Complainy or anything, but runs making it pretty tough to succeed on the Guppy Dream here, huh? Like I'm giving it my all. Wow, this is a heck of a business center right here. Sure, I don't love it, but it's got some good positive attributes. Why not? Why not? Okay, well, that was easy. We'll buy the key, and the pill is good, but maybe we should have taken it after number... I'm gonna go with number 1. And I'm gonna ask, who does number 2 work for? What's our range like? Yeah, bad is the answer. Or is it? It might not be that bad. Try it out on this room, I guess. I don't know. It still covers half of a normal-sized room. You gotta check. If it covers half of a normal-sized room, I'm a happy camper, I think. No, okay, well, you know what? That's actually okay. Gimpy and Fanny Pack both paid out. You can't rely on that happening very frequently, but we still got plenty of time to beat Mom. You know, we got like a little Gatling gun sort of thing going on. If we just walk close to her, she should get fried pretty quickly. Linger Bean. Not a top tier item. Honestly, might have preferred HP, but here we are. I need a speed upgrade. Well, why don't you go play the blood bank? Because you only got 1 HP. Takes us a while to make a blood bank payout, and you know, I want to make sure that we can still make it to the Hush fight, and we can steal an item from Boss Rush, which is probably just as likely to give us a speed upgrade or an item that makes us forget about the fact that we want a speed upgrade. It's my personal hypothesis. Not a secret room. All right. I almost used Shoop the Whoop right there. Number one, I want to... Oh, man. King Baby actually is terrible with Lilith and Incubus. Still making it through in time here, though, obviously. We want the Polaroid, or rather, we don't care. We've already been there, and it sucks. Or at least we're not that interested. Celtic Cross, Magic Fingers, Hourglass, and Poison Bombs. I suppose it's got to be Poison Bombs or Celtic Cross, so we'll take the item with a little bit more upside, even though it does cost us a Spirit Heart in the process. Scarred Womb the first. The real, I wouldn't say problem. The real danger here is we have to beat Hush. And the run is not bad. It's actually good. Notice I normally say quite good. It's in my speech patterns, but I didn't say quite good this time. Because it's not quite good yet. Total whiff on Shoop the Whoop, by the way. That doesn't mean that we're far away. In fact, I think we're very close. And I think the fact that... Excuse me, King Baby. Can I have my familiars back? Thank you. I think the fact that we have Goat Head always gives us the potential to make big plays towards becoming much stronger. But... Wow, that was close. We need it to happen. Lucky Toe. I'll take it. I think it's the first trinket we've seen. We have a run that benefits from luck, so sure. Nope, not interested. You're already dead. You just do not know it yet. And we will pick up the money because the blue womb is pretty important for shops here. I imagine it's going to be not an amazing Hush fight. Although, with Fruitcake, we are getting Booger Tears from time to time. And those, as we saw maybe like 2 runs ago, are amazing against Hush. As long as you can stack up enough of them. Which, again, we can't rely on. Because of the fact that we don't have, you know, the guaranteed payout from the Booger Tears. We're just getting whatever the runoff is. But still. Not being negative. I think we got every chance in the world to make this happen. Certainly much stronger than my average Lilith run. Probably because I immediately, you know, forsook the nature of the character. Getting some Demon Hearts as well. I guess it's from, like, Serpent's Kiss? Dude, HP is doing fine. And maybe even a little better than fine, starting, okay, I can't really afford to do this, and I don't really want to give you money, because that money could be better used in the shop. Easy mode. Grab it. Do not grab... I mean, it's just... We have one more deal with the devil coming up. Let me check on NLSS preparations here. I don't think I have time to get Supra, but I'm fine with it for Thursday or Monday. Dude, why is Skype so slow? I don't know, Skype uses like 90% of my computer's available memory. And I know, I've brought this up before, but everyone goes, why don't you just use Discord? I am still trying to wrap my head around how to configure the settings for Discord so I don't get 800 messages a day that just say daddy. It was a bold choice. Yeah, walk right into it, smart idea. It was a bold choice from the Discord team to be like, let's just let people send you messages. All the messages are good-natured, are as good-natured as the message that says "Daddy" can be, but like, you know, when I look at Skype, when the Skype has a little number 1 down there, I know that it's a message of some importance, and by of some importance, I mean usually just Rob going, "Hey, did you guys see this on Reddit?" But still, it's someone that I respect them, and oh Lord. I respect them, and I have made a commitment to read their messages. On Discord, so it's like, "Hey, you got 8 new messages. Oh, I wonder what my friends are saying." Daddy. Every time, dude. And then Reddit, and I hesitate to do this, but, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess, is my reasoning here. Reddit recently invited me, through a random draw, I'm sure, to a beta program called Reddit Chat, where Reddit users, if they know your username, can just send you messages. It's another lovely, very user-friendly decision on the part of the Reddit team. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I bet I'm gonna start getting like 6 messages a day from people I've never talked to before in my life. And again, they're all very well, good-natured, but now I get these messages, and it's... Every time I sign into Reddit, it's like, "Oh, you got 300 new What hit me? You got 300 new notifications. Oh, what I sure hope some, nothing important has happened. No, just, hey, Egg Dad. Don't let him, I'm not trying to bite the hand that feeds here. I'm just saying, that's why I have, curated methods of communication. So don't get 20 messages asking me if I'm vaping right now. Wow. Yeah, okay. This seems smart. I want it. Thank you. So we're now the Gupster. Let's see how this message went over. Not as well as I would have hoped, is the answer to that question. I think we probably want God's flesh, but Aquarius isn't bad if you want a speed, or if you don't have a speed upgrade. Enemies that come close to you will get pooped on. The World card, very good for dealing with Delirium. The Miter, by the way, it was a tougher choice than you might expect. The Miter is not a lights out 100%. I'm gonna choose this over. I'm gonna choose this over Iron Bar situation. But I think we've sort of got it. So the first thing is get King Baby set up properly so that all the shots are actually landing. And then you don't, maybe this is the positive of King Baby. We'll try to keep multi-dimensional Baby, running around him here. That was bad. I was like, we don't have any blockers. So we can't just hide behind our own minions, unfortunately. But dude, this is actually extremely powerful. Obviously, something like Hive Mind would have been sick, but oh my god. Gimpy payouts, Celtic Cross payouts, random Serpent's Kiss payouts, and then the sweet from the eyeball tears that we still can never get by themselves except for that one time. It was like I got the eyeball tears that one time, and I was like, they suck. And the game was like, I hear you loud and clear. You will never see them again on purpose. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I was rash. At first I was afraid. I was petrified. Thinking how are these tear effects gonna synergize? And then I said so many words. Comments told me I was wrong, and I grew strong. I muted them all along. I didn't mute, probably. I have a mute policy for Twitter. Because I almost never say anything of any importance on Twitter. So I'm like, if anybody disagrees with me, that's fine. If they're like, hey, just so you know, like, I'm a fan, but I think you made a mistake in this video. Then I'm like, you know what? I don't agree with what you're saying, but I would defend your right to say it. If they go, hey, Egg nerd, you stupid idiot. Why are you being such a moron? Then they just get muted, sight on scene. You know the expression, haters are my motivators? I don't agree with that expression. My motivator is I want to live a life that's largely pleasant. I don't want to insulate myself from criticism. I just want to insulate myself from jerks. If you were like, hey, just so you know, I'm a big fan and I think your head looks stupid and you're ugly, I would be like, you know what? At least they phrased it in a civil fashion. At least they started with, you know, in good faith, it appears. Haters are not motivators. Haters are a coincidental factor with, you know, mental anguish. I think that's not gonna sell as well on a t-shirt. Because keep calm and mute on, maybe that one would sell, I don't know. Either way, we're down to the next floor. And I'm gonna level with you. I think we got a 100% chance to kill Delirium, if we want to. No curse is huge here. I don't know why I said if we want to. Of course we want to. I mean, like, this is kind of the whole point of the run. And dude, I have my dream come true. My dream was, what did I say, like a 27-minute Delirium run? We're gonna be a little slow on that, but, you know, so you're saying there's a chance. There is a nightmare scenario for this, and, like, the nightmare scenario is, that 989 Studios comes back from the dead, remakes everybody's favorite third-person espionage simulator Siphon Filter, but then it's bad and the IP is like sold to Tencent to make, you know, mobile freemium games in the Chinese region. You know, no, the real problem here, because that's just gonna happen, would be if we go into the Delirium fight with low HP. Oh, fantastic. All of a sudden, you know, we're fighting Delirium. We die, and then we gotta die at least 9 more times. Wow. Thank you, Delirium, for saving me from myself. Not Delirium. Thank you, Gimpy, for saving me from myself, is what I mean to say. Thank you, Infamy, for saving me from myself. There's a lot of items that are doing a wonderful job of saving me from this nothing I'm attempting to become. What a strong Lilith run. And I love it because it's a weird strong Lilith run. This is not just like, hey, Nun's Habit is actually fine here. This is not just like, hey, we've got Brimstone Mom's knife. This is like Fruitcake and Number One are driving the bus here, along with, you know, of course, our Inky buddies, which are doing a great job of helping us out. I really appreciate him. Okay, so I had a feeling this would probably be Delirium, and you might say, well, why didn't you do your due diligence? Because I don't think we need to on this run, which is a great attitude to have about due diligence. You know, should we investigate our airplane, you know, make sure that none of the parts are becoming deprecated? When was the last time one of these crashed? I had that, I wouldn't say I had a discussion with my wife, because we don't talk about airplane safety that often. There's an intersection in the Vancouver region. I'm trying to think of what it's like the intersection of Burrard Street and like Howe Street, I think. And this is going to be a little bit of a boring lead up, I just want you to know that. There's a really, really wide lane that is single lane, but people always cheat to the left and turn it into a double lane, so it's almost like it has a left turning. Oh god, the computer storage space is almost full. Hold up. Get out of here. Ancient aliens, but also episodes. Anyway, I'm trying to do my best. Let me make sure I actually got space. Yeah, sure. I'm trying to do my best to explain it to you. Imagine you're turning left on a road, but there's no left turning lane. So people in the leftmost lane are going to be turning left, but also going straight. But the lane is so wide, 2 cars fit side by side, so usually there's like an unspoken agreement. It's like, you know, if you're in the lane, you're turning left, you cheat over a little bit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Last night, we were driving down there, and somebody that was in the left lane had their left turn signal on, and then the dude that was in, like, the center lane had his left turn signal on as well. And then, you know, I was like, look at this schmohawk, because I want to be Larry David. And then Kate was like, well, what's the big idea? Why don't they just let each other go? And I was like, you don't understand. This is why we have the lines on the road in the first place, is so we don't run into situations like this. Again, this all comes back to the fact that I'm a nerdlinger, and I have a great respect for safety and regulation. That's why I'm like, people might be like, well, you probably don't need to inspect the airplane every time. What are the odds that it's gonna crash? Yo, but that's why they almost never crash these days, at least like major airliners. Is because they have the regulations. They got the lines on the road. They put the lines on the road and then they pick them both up. We should, again, I mean, I've said this before, we should win, but it's basically because of infamy at this point. I'm finding it real tough. I just cannot dodge. Apparently, if you have 1 speed, you know, get ready to eat your own butt on the Delirium fight, because Triachnid and Mom's Foot cannot be dodged. Thank you. Why are we getting... Oh, you know why we're getting so many half Spirit Hearts? It's actually a good thing. It's not we're being ripped off from a full Spirit Heart. It's that we're getting those instead of a half Red Heart. So, my #1 regret on this run, in case you're curious, was taking King Baby. We might need that full health. King Baby, I'm not suggesting it's bad necessarily in every situation, but I think in our present situation it's really bad. Because I'm trying to shoot with Incubus and, you know, we got like Little Brim or something going on in here as well, but it's surprisingly tough to swing because King Baby's always like ricocheting around here. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Just remember you've got full health. Just be dead, please. He's done. Okay. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. We gotta unlock the lost in our next episode. Oh, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Easy money. What did we unlock? Give me something good. Euthanasia. That's a great item. Dark Baby. Never gonna see it. Later.